Dear Netmarble, as a player, I am concerned about the state of the game. To be frank, a lot of players are concerned about the current state of the game, but our concern doesn't end there. We are concerned about the future of the game. Last week or so, you asked players to give you feedback about your game. So that's what I am doing today. I'm creating this video series to give you guys a perspective of a player about your game. Because lack of communication from your part, we are unsure about your future moves, and we see that you aren't particularly listening to the Star Creator Club members, so maybe you will listen just a regular player. I am regular player. I've been playing this game for almost 4 years now, so I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the game. So that's why I'm speaking to you. This is my open letter to you guys at Netmarble Monster and Marvel Future Fight devs. If you don't want to listen or watch this video till the end, this is one thing I want you to take away from this video. RNG is bad. People will pay if they will know what they are paying for, and players are like to be rewarded. During this video series, I will take every game mode from the game, every 17 of them, and I will talk about the pros and cons of it. I will talk about story mode and what are the pros and cons of the current state of story mode. I will talk about dimension missions, epic quests, heroic quest, everything in the challenge tab, so legendary battle, squad battle, world boss, Shadowland, everything in the arena tab, so timeline battle, danger room, alliance battle, alliance tournament, alliance conquest, and finally everything from the co-op tab, so co-op play, world boss invasion, giant boss raid, and finally world event. Every single game mode will get a separate video when I will dig deep into particular game mode and talk about pros and cons of it. On top of that, I will talk about things here in the menu. So, inventory, I will talk about comic card system and what are the pros and cons, where is the area that could be improved. Maybe I will talk about Shield Academy. I'm still unsure about that. Other than game mode and stuff here, I will talk the bigger picture. So I will talk about account progression, particularly the account progression for veterans. So on top of that, in the account progression, video, I will be talking about the login events and the events that are right after the update. I will be talking about daily tasks. So here the challenges and the daily trivia. And in that video, I will be talking also about the daily crystal and weekly crystal amount that we get. And as the main area of account progression, I will be talking about agent level. We'll be talking about world event, so yes, we will be talking about agent level. The next thing I will be talking about during these videos is communication, particularly lack of communication from the devs. Recently there was a developer note, but we need a roadmap, a clear roadmap for this game, but more on that in a video. The next thing I will be talking about is the character acquisition. We have several different methods. I will talk about every single one of them, the pros and cons of every single one of them. On top of that, I will be talking about character ranking, about the whole system, what works, what doesn't work, the differences between tier freeing a character versus the awakening the character, and what are the pros and cons of those two different systems. I will be talking about the character balancing and, in particular, character reworks. We need more reworks, and I will prove to you that yes, we need more reworks, and I will be talking about different methods for reworking a character. And lastly, I will be talking about the new addition to the game that we see third time, I think. It's the Future Pass. I will be briefly talk about Future Pass, the pros and cons of that. What I won't talk about, what is basically not my concern, is the battle world. I think and I feel like this is the forgotten game mode, so that's why right now I won't talk about it. In this video series, I will try to avoid using strong words, so that's why I will try and don't make any judgments. I will try and won't talk about the accusation about the greed of Netmarble, and I won't talk about in-store packs and those purchases that we see in store tab. On top of that, I won't talk about dev engagement. I won't judge dev engagement. I will be strictly focusing on a game itself. So, this is an open letter to Netmarble Monster. This is a video series in which I will be focusing on every aspect of the game that I think and feel should be discussed. And during this video series, I will talk about pros and cons. I will pat Netmarble on the back and say they did a good job when they did a good job, but I will say that they didn't do a good job if some areas need improvement. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for listening, and see you guys in the next video about Marvel Future Fight from this particular series. Thank you and see you soon.